Welcome back to Lisa's Family Table. We are beginning a series on what we're going to call kitchen hacks, tips, and suggestions to make your cooking go faster, easier, and more enjoyable. Today, I'm going to share with you the cookie recipe that we cook in my house and how I make it easier. My husband has a huge sweet tooth, for anybody that knows him. I really don't. So I love to do this hack because we freeze the cookie dough balls and then you can make whatever portion makes sense. Like friends drop by, you need to make a dessert, your husband wants a couple cookies. So I hope you'll try it. I hope you try our hack. I also want to share with you another hack that she gave me, which is how to make your own vanilla. So if you've ever used a vanilla bean to cook with and you've scraped out the vanilla stuff out of the vanilla bean and you don't want to throw it away because they're super expensive, you just put them in a bottle with some white grain clear alcohol, and that's what this is. I promise you it is kid friendly. It will cook out. It's delicious. Okay, so let's begin. In our stand mixer here, what we have is we have a cup of sugar, cup of white sugar, cup of brown sugar, and 2 sticks of butter, and we're going to go ahead and turn that on and get it going. Okay. And we're just going to let that go until the butter and the sugars cream together. Okay, our butter and our sugar are now together. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some of our homemade vanilla that we talked about earlier. I'm going to put some of that in there. A tablespoon. It smells so good. Put it in. And then we're going to put 2 eggs that I laid out earlier. They're at room temperature. 1. All right, so I've just put the 2 eggs in the mixer. I'm going to turn it back on. And now we're going to put in our dry ingredients. In my bowl, I have 3 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You can see this is an easy recipe, but it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to turn this back on. I'm going to stream it in slowly because I don't want to be wearing it. Go ahead and start. Okay, and then I'm going to put 2 bags. These are 10-ounce bags of chocolate chips. Put your favorite kind. I like to use dark chocolate, a mixture of chocolate. You could do white chocolate, you could do nuts, you can do whatever you want in here. You can make them seasonal. The recipe calls for a bag and a half, but I say go for 2. Okay. I'm actually making this in the morning. My husband's so excited. He might have cookies for breakfast. Okay, we're going to take these out. Move this over. So I'm just going to fold these in a little bit more, even though the mixer did a really good job of pulling them together. Okay? And then I use these. These are super handy. These are a great time saver for sure, other than trying to guess at the size. You'll have uniform size cookies. So we got about 3 dozen cookies that we put in the freezer, and they were frozen, and we put them in Ziplocs. And this is why this is a great hack. So I'm going to show you. This is one of the bags. This is my husband's stash, right? They're frozen. And so we decide, our friends stop by, and we're like, okay, great. We've got dessert, or my husband just wants a snack. You can take, okay, we're going to throw 6 cookies. And of course, if you want and you're like bored at night and you want to sneak in the freezer and have a little cookie dough, you can do that too. It's there. And these go in a 375-degree oven for about 12 minutes, and we have cookies. Okay, so just wrapping up our cookie hack. We had our homemade vanilla, using up those vanilla beans so they don't go to waste. We've made a batch of cookies, so that gave us about 3.5 dozen cookies. We froze the cookie dough balls. I've showed you how we did that. We cooked some, but full disclosure, I cooked 6, but my husband took 1 on his way out the door. But we have them, and they're delicious. I've got a mixture of different kinds of chocolate in here. Cook your cookies the way you want. I like mine a little chewy, so that's what I've done. but you can see the chocolate's there. And even though I'm not a big sweet eater, you can't pass up this cookie. Oh, delicious. Really good. I love the ease of being able to make as many cookies as I want to eat. From our table to yours, please keep cooking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can get notification of our upcoming videos. We post every Thursday and you won't want to miss a single video.